conference, if you remember, in January, and indicated that he thought that the bill should be introduced as a government bill. A week after that, he appointed me as Minister for Communication. 2 weeks after I went for my vetting. At my vetting, I indicated that I would reintroduce the bill as a private member's bill. So when people say that I have changed my position, I've actually stuck to my word. I said I was going to reintroduce the bill, and I did. I reintroduced the bill in August last year in Parliament with a number of my colleagues. The Parliament of Ghana is going through the process. In 2 weeks, the Committee on Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs is going to be meeting on the bill. A 2-day meeting on the bill. So there is work going on. I hear people who say, you promise that President Mahama will know no peace if he doesn't sign the bill. Yes. If President Mahama gets the bill and he doesn't and chooses not to sign it, we will agitate like we did that in the past. Because as far as I'm concerned, Ghanaian family values are not political. Those who want to do politics with it is unfortunate. But as we speak today, there is no bill before President Mahama to sign. So what am I agitating or asking President Mahama to sign? Until we finish the process, and let me remind people, in 2021, when I introduced the bill, it took me 2.5 years to pass it through Parliament. I introduced the bill in September 2021. It only got passed in February 2024. Between 2021 September and February 2024, I never asked President Akufo-Addo to sign anything. In fact, for those who will remember, my fights were with the chairman of the committee at the time, Honorable Ayimedu, that he wasn't acting expeditiously in the committee. When the bill got passed by Parliament and it got to President Akufo-Addo and he decided not to accept the bill, that is when I took President Akufo-Addo on and said he should sign the bill. When the case went to court, I didn't take President Akufo-Addo on. I took Chief Justice Tokonu on and led the first demonstration against a Chief Justice in this country, against Chief Justice Tokonu. That demonstration, LGBTQ demonstration, was not against President Akufo-Addo. So today, if there is any agitation to be had, it is for Parliament to expedite the process and take the bill and pass it. But so long as the bill has not been passed, there is nothing that is sitting for President Mahama to sign. I am confident and I remain reassured in the words of President Mahama that when Parliament passes the bill, which we are working on, we will put it before him and he will sign it. For those who say that Sam George has changed his position, I introduced that bill as an MP when I was in a minister. If being a minister was supposed to silence